And if you look in the top right hand corner, you'll see I've got 7 minutes to complete this game. You can set the time to be whatever you want it to be. I'm starting off with a health score of 100. I haven't answered any questions. I found one hotspot, which is the screen that you're looking at now. So to begin with, and it's true of any kind of games-based learning, you really need to tell people what the rules are and what they're required to do in order to pass an exam or in this case, to complete the game. So it tells you you've got to score as many points as possible, answering questions, discovering hotspots and staying safe at all times. You're free to navigate as long as you don't catch the virus. And I put a YouTube video of Matt Hancock up, which was current at the time that I produced this game. So now I understand the rules. I go into the game proper, and I will just show you some of the things you can do. So I can zoom in and out of my town, and the first thing I see is this question. So where would you like to go? I click on that, and it's asking me where I want to visit. Okay, so because it's a coronavirus game, I'm deliberately going to choose not necessarily the right answer. So I'm going to begin by going to the coffee shop. Okay, and I go into the coffee shop, and it tells me it's a bad idea. The shop's not open. Find the hand sanitizer on the way out. So I need to use my mouse, drag my mouse around the scene. And unfortunately, because I made this bad choice, my health dropped below the threshold, and I find myself in hospital. So this is the Guijuan International General Hospital. And it's now telling me I need to find the blood testing department and take a test before I can go back home. So where shall I look? Well, it would seem that the obvious place to look is to find information desk. So I click on the information desk, and because I found the information desk, my health has improved because I've done the right thing. And it's telling me I need to find the blood testing department, and I need to find a hidden hotspot that will appear when I look in its direction. So because it's a 360-degree picture, I can rotate all the way around and move my mouse around until I find the hotspot. And I've got a hotspot for the blood testing department, and also one for the MRI scanning department. Well, I know I should be going to blood testing, so I click on the blood testing department, and again I've got some extra health points because I found blood testing. It tells me I need to find the blood testing machine and pass a test. Okay, so I've got another information button for the information desk. I'm now improving my health because again I've done the right thing, and I'm finding out that the blood testing machine is at one of the exits. I want to go home, so I've got to find where this exit is. So I move my mouse over. Oh, I can see that exit is to the blood testing machine, but there are other exits as well. One to the MRI scanner. I know I want to go to the blood testing machine, so I click on that. And it tells me I need to pass a final test to get home. And I can protect myself if I use that hand sanitizer before I answer the question. So here we are in the blood testing machine. I can zoom out and see, there's the question that I've got to ask, but I notice on the wall there is a hand sanitizer. It tells me that I will improve my health by clicking on that. So I click on that, and I've got another 20 points to my health before I click on the blood test question. So, what's the name of the drug that can improve my chances of surviving COVID-19 if I need a ventilator? Well, this is obviously a hot topic for the government. Was talking about the clinical trials that have taken place, and it gives me a number of options. Now, 4 of these are they are drug treatments which have been used for coronavirus. You've got an option at the bottom called Domestos. Donald Trump may want to use that, but I'm not going to make the same mistake, because that would automatically kill me, and the game would be over. So I know what the right answer is, dexamethasone. I'm going to click on that, and because it's improved my health, it's enabled me to go back home. So I set the game up so that if I pass all these tests, I come back home, and my health score is now at 165, and it tells me that overall I found 12 out of 50 hotspots. I've answered 2 out of 5 questions. I've got 59 seconds left. Now, the game has been deliberately designed so that it's virtually impossible to complete the game within 7 minutes, and there is a good reason for that, and that is to trying to bring home to people that coronavirus is going to be with us for some while. But I will just do a couple of things. I can see a little cat under the table. Can you catch coronavirus from pets? No. Okay, that's good. There is another question that I can see here in the kitchen, and that is, how long did you wash your hands for? 20 seconds. And it also tells me I've done well, and it links me to a YouTube video about washing your hands. Coming down to the end of my time, so at the end of my time limit, it will come up and tell me that I've got time out. I can see how well I've done. I've completed 6 of the scenes out of the 11. I found 12 hotspots. I've got 3 questions right, 1 wrong, and I've got a health status of 120. And that information can also be passed on to a learning management system, so that you can keep a record of student performances.